Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you how to create a social media campaign. Now, what is a marketing campaign? A marketing campaign is when a company or brand wants to promote something, like a product or service. They come up with a plan to get the word out to as many people as possible. This plan usually involves using different strategies like social media, TV ads, emails, billboards, and stuff like that. But what we're going to be focusing on now is social media, and I'm going to be talking from the point of view of a Instagram marketing manager because that's the most popular way to start a social media campaign. So, defining campaign goals and success metrics. So, in short, you have to have one main focus. These business goals can be either branding, generating new leads, qualifying leads, nurture existing leads, direct sales, generate referrals, and it's not that uncommon to see people having their success metric be how many products they've sold. But in this situation, you have to think in terms of individual steps. What affects how many products were sold? Well, our traffic and our trust. How do we build trust? We build trust by followers, by viewers, by comments, and the best trust you can gain is by word of mouth. Now, as for the presentation, it says here identify the key performance indicators. It's basically a measurable metric that is used to evaluate the success of an organization, department, or specific activity within a business. In the context of a marketing campaign, KPIs might include metrics like click-through rates, conversion rates, website traffic, sales revenue, and a lot more. Finding your target audience. Now, this is a very important one. I think I would say that this is the most important one. Now, when you're making ads on Facebook, Instagram, and social media and stuff like that, they ask you for a specific demographic. However, finding your target audience goes way above that. The most basic thing that you need to know is the age of your audience, the country of your audience. But you have to imagine a person who would buy that product, who would find that funny, who will click on that referral link, who will subscribe to that newsletter. You have to imagine, you have to get inside of the person's shoes. Researching keywords, search engine optimization, hashtags, stuff like that. Now, this really goes kind of beyond in the spectrum of social media and Instagram and Facebook. This isn't really that important. There's hashtags, there's a catchy caption, and that's pretty much about it. This slide is more catered towards websites, YouTube videos, for example. For this, I advise you to utilize keyword research tools like Google Keyword Planner, SEMrush, to uncover valuable insights into search trends and user intent. Pay careful attention to long-tail keywords, which are more specific and often have lower competition. Long-tail keywords can be a valuable asset for targeting niche audiences and driving qualified traffic. Consider the competitive landscape by analyzing the keywords your competitors are targeting. Identify gaps and opportunities to differentiate your campaign and capture market share. So, choosing a central theme or topic for the campaign that allows with your keywords and goals. This is a perfect transition to my next slide. I'm gonna talk more about that here. Branding your brand, creating a theme. Now, when I was younger, I used to think that the blander and the more boring my brand was, the more professional it would look like and more people would trust me. But I couldn't be farther from the truth. People love relatability. Crafting a compelling creative concept and theme is a pivotal step in ensuring your marketing campaign stands out in a crowded digital landscape. This concept serves as the heart and soul of your campaign, dictating its tone, style, and overall appeal. You should begin by understanding the essence of your brand and the unique selling points of the product or service you're promoting. The creative concept should be an authentic reflection of your brand identity, mission, and values. Don't sugarcoat anything, don't try to be bland. But I've seen plenty of economists, like me for example, they think they know it all and they are too stubborn to take a risk, to take a step, and to stand out. So let's head on to planning content assets, timelines, and teams. This slide is more about marketing on a bigger scale. To organize yourselves, to make teams and stuff like that, I recommend using Slack. And this is the best advice that I can give you. Create roles for people. Create like a rough schedule for your goal and create a deadline time for stuff to be completed, for work to be done. For example, if you're making videos, a researcher makes the topics, someone does videos on those topics, they forward it out to other people that do the thumbnails, then they forward it out to the search engine optimization people, and a video gets published. This goes for everything. An Instagram post, a reel, a short. The other thing that I would like to focus on is call to action. Call to action is a button that encourages the audience to take a desired action. It's when you're searching for something, like for example, let's say a domain. You're searching for a domain, so you type in domain for sale. And the first thing that pops out is, I don't know, for example, GoDaddy. And then you open up GoDaddy and they have a very clever call to action button. Instead of there being sign up call to action button where people sign up and they have to sign up to buy a domain. No, their call to action button is literally just a search function where you can search the domain, see if it's available. And once you see the domain, once you see that it's available, once you see that you can buy it, once you're already decided on buying it, then they tell you, oh, you need to sign up to buy it. So imagine if the call to action button was sign up and you're like, oh, I have to sign up. I'm just gonna search for another website. But yeah, if you're selling a product, if you're selling something digital, call to action button like download. I know you probably seen a lot of these call to action buttons like buy now, download, enlist, join our newsletter and stuff like that. That's the call to action button. Your call to action button can even be a link in your Instagram bio. Now here we're headed to campaign launch. The launch of your marketing campaign is a pivotal moment, marking the transition from planning to execution. It's the point at which all your hard work comes to fruition and you begin actively engaging with your target audience. So not only does hard work here come to fruition, hard work begins from here. So before launching your campaign, conduct a thorough quality check of all the assets and materials, assets being videos or songs, email lists, stuff like that. Ensure that all of the content is error-free, consistent with your campaign's creative concept and theme that we talked about earlier, and optimize for the platforms and channels you'll be using. So optimize for the platforms, that means getting the right resolution, getting the right aspect ratio. Coordinate with your team to make sure everyone is on the same page regarding the launch date and time. This includes content creators, social media managers, email marketers, and other relevant team members. It's an ongoing process of refinement and growth as you continue to engage your audience effectively and achieve your marketing goals. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, see you in the next video.